What's up, it's your boy Boucher, representing Hip Hop Galaxy, your favorite music news channel. And today, we're talking about the Big Hash and J Molley beef. First of all, I'm super excited that this is a beef in South African hip hop space that doesn't include AKA and Casper. I think I would have gone crazy had this been a beef, another beef that involved those two. I think we've had enough of that. I think that needs to be buried. It's a new decade. Let's have something else. Let's rejuvenate the game. So a little background for people who may not know who the artists are and the situation that's just developed. J Molley and Big Hash, obviously hip-hop artists, new to the game, building their resumes. J Molley a little bit older, a little bit experienced, does have a couple of street anthems and big bangs. Obviously learned about him through DJ Capital's single. Big Hash, one of the breakout acts of 2019. A lot of great songs dropped by him. This whole thing, the seeds of this were planted basically when Big Hash, J Molley, Nomuzi were invited by Sway at the Castle Light Unlocks festival or show, whatever you choose to call it, to spit a couple of lines of verse. They got on there, they spit their verses, everything was cool. Big Hash this year then drops an EP. One of the songs on that EP is I'm Sorry. He then proceeds to drop a couple of bars that indirectly target Nomuzi and J Molley. I'll read out those bars. I'm shooting straight from the hip, doing all I can for my city, don't want to end up like Nip. It's crazy, look over my shoulder, I spot a chip. That ish made me a boss so people don't give me lip. Pay the uff, respect until I see a slip. I should have said that ish when Sway was around me. Carried a coffin big enough to carry Moose and Molley. So basically, that's typical rapper stuff. Basically saying that he's better than Nomuzi and J Molley. Obviously, he had the foresight to realize that that could mess up a couple of relationships. So in his post, he said that he reached out to Nomuzi, kind of cleared it with her, and she didn't have a problem with it. He did the same thing with J Molley, and at the time, he didn't have a problem with it, right? A couple moments later, we're having IG battles between Nasty C and MT. That goes crazy. The catalog battle goes crazy. I'm personally not a fan of the catalog battles. I'm more of like, if it's going to be a hip-hop thing, then it has to be freestyles and things. It just suits the format better. And it seems like Big Hash also felt that way and wanted to set something up with J Molley. For whatever reason, that didn't work out. Big Hash claims that didn't work out because J Molley felt a certain type of way. So fast forward a little bit later, J Molley then releases a song and he gets hit up by his boys saying that, yo, J Molley's taking crazy jabs at you. And I'll read out one of the lines that really stick out from that. And basically, J Molley says, ironic how these young boys want to call my name out for clout. Meanwhile, be on the phone calling me, trying to hash this ish out. Guess these the life and times we're living in. Typical cycle of the internet, because in person they always backpedaling. So basically, J Molley releases a song that also takes a jab at Big Hash. So Big Hash, not wanting to let that slide, then responds on Stogie T's New Friday Freestyle Challenge with this.
Yeah. LOL, you auto-tune sad boys coming after me? Someone should have told you hash a synonym for G-O-D. Keep my name out your mouth, nigga, it's blasphemy. Got plenty connecting goons ready to blast for me. I'm white hot, you got hot cause you rapping, you white. I took a jab at you on a song, but out of respect I called you as a homie to tell you the other night. Put out a response, too wrong, still don't make it right. You said it was cool, but clearly something got you tight. Ignoring my texts and calls for catalog fights. I eat you alive, you ain't even top 5, not even top 25. I can't beef with no rice, plus I got better hooks, no Ray Rice. Your pen game pretty good, but you ain't that nice. You ain't even from the hood. If the rap game don't work for you, the other part of your handle is career advice. Aight, settle down, friendly competition. I don't need to bring you up to be in this position. I don't need a back pedal. Why you talking like you got medals? You a triple copper on your last tape. What's your issue? Don't try to play foul, nigga. I put a nail in your coffin. You play with nail files, nigga. Tell the world you been and wanna be 8 Mile, nigga. If anything, sonically, I'm like 8 miles ahead of you, nigga. Give a fuck about numbers. Give a fuck about my looks. When I get into the booth, they be like, that nigga cook. You the most overrated, I'm the most overlooked. Cause I never bothered to play by the industry book. I don't go out to the clubs where they showing you love. Getting a tat on your face don't really make you a thug. Don't ever think you go bar to bar with me, nigga. If you do, then your name says it all, boy. You must be on drugs. then you must be on cocaine. Come for me again, my pen ink made of blood stains. Let me take the high road onto a high plane. This should teach you to never ever speak of my name in vain. Pray for your sins, bow to me, you disengage. You feel another 16 balls of my full rage. Biggie.
So it's obviously escalated to another level now, because now J Molley really has to go at this guy. And just a couple of hours ago, J Molley then drops a diss track directed at Big Hash. So what do I feel about this beef? This beef is kind of weird in terms of how it started, but in terms of the bars and things that we got, I'm all for it. But in terms of how it started, you know, I need to question a couple of things. The first thing that I would question is, I would say, well, Big Hash is a smart dude, right? He might be a young dude, but he's a smart dude. If you mention or go at somebody in, you know, a song or anything, even if you reach out to them, you need to expect the retaliation. You will get a retaliation. We've seen this play out in the history of hip-hop, and the most famous one would be LL Cool J and Cannabis. LL Cool J went at Cannabis and basically told Cannabis, listen, chill, I went at you, but don't take it personally. And we all know how that ended up. So he should have had the foresight to see that coming, and I don't think he didn't. So we just need to clear that portion up. So I think how J Molley responded would be perfectly fine, because his boys would have been looking at him, and everybody, his fans would have been looking at him like, yo, are you just gonna let that slide? And to his credit, he didn't. You responded. It was a subliminal. If you're in the know, then you're in the know. What Big Hash then decided to do was then go at him like that. And I think Big Hash, credit to him, he backs himself 100%. And judging by what he dropped, listen, man, he's got all the right to back himself 100%, because he proved to the world and people that, yo, he can go in. And everybody's looking at him in a new light. But by the same token, by J Molley responding in that fashion, that also makes people look at J Molley like, yo, J Molley has some bars, because he really did go at Big Hash unexpectedly. He had 24 hours to write that. So in terms of the whole beef, it's really great to see the young cats doing it and putting on a show and really gunning for that title of being #1. But obviously just a weird way for a rap beef to start. I think that to a certain extent Big Hash kind of planned this, you know, and maybe not him, maybe his management or something like that, but I think they played it perfectly, and I think J Molley's fallen in the trap. However, this hasn't blemished his brand in any sort of way. I think people are looking at him with respect. So I know I'm looking forward to what happens next. If they do an IG battle and things like that, I think they'll get a ton of people, and I think there's an opportunity for them to make money off of this if they really get out of their feelings and really look at the metrics and the kind of attention that this has garnered. But anyways, guys, that's just my opinion. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think, if you think I'm speaking facts or if I am just talking trash. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining the ride. I'm Bushle representing Hip Hop Galaxy, and I'm out.